Hey, we're live.
We're live.
Stop making out.
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everyone across the country. Oh my God. Thank you for joining. This is Carl. Here's Mira. We're Carl's Wine Club.
And we're a little scruffy because you know what? It's like this last week since we were live for Last Wine Wednesday. I mean, we were live on location in Oliver at Nostalgia with their team there. And then this Wine Wednesday, we have been evacuated. So this last week feels like it lasted a million years. Friday night, we were in bed at 2:30 in the morning, and that's when we got evacuated because of the Baldridge fire in Summerland, BC, where we live. So we have some crazy pictures and updates from that if you're curious. And we have what? How many bottles in front of us?
2, 4,
ridiculous.
6,
Like,
8,
so,
12.
I mean, just to demonstrate. If I could flip my camera, I mean,
But
I would.
I want to play a game. I want to play a game.
Bella.
I want to play a game.
What's the game? What's the game?
There's a box here.
Okay.
And we're just going to pick a bottle in the box.
Okay.
And I can bet you anything. Can bet you a house. Okay, bad joke.
Not worth it much right now.
Just a joke, but bad joke. That is going to be 91 plus or better.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because I was like I have a full box of nostalgia wine right down here because before we left.
That's a good point. Everything we tasted.
Yeah, it's 91
phenomenal.
points. And I all have like all the trail estate as well. That's coming up. So anyway, before we left, I packed up 3 boxes of wine that I said, well, wherever we go, we need our material, our work material, which is wine. So I was able to pack the night before, all of the trail estate wine that I have to taste because the feature was supposed to start this week. But anyway, long story short, we have the work material with us that we're going to start tasting and all of the samples of nostalgia wines. And because that's the feature that we're finishing right now, and these wines are absolutely freaking fantastic.
Sure.
Yeah, we're a little bit discombobulated. It feels like you mentioned, like the last day is like.
Let's get this scary part out of the way right off the bat. I'm going to show you guys what happened to us on Friday night because so many of you have been so kind and reached out
that's why.
with concern. And we really appreciate that. There's so many other people that I feel like are way worse affected than we are because there's many people who have actually lost their homes. As far as we know, our house had a fire near it, but they were able to put it out. So as far as we know, that part is okay. But this wildfire near Summerland is still burning out of control. It's still growing.
Well, the last update now, it's actually raging at the landfill.
And the landfill is on fire, which is near our house, and landfill fires are very bad for.
It's like we're less than 2 kilometers from our house. So anyway, long story short is, before we start everything, we would like to thank all of the firefighters, all of the frontline people, all of the amazing citizens, the amazing human being in Penticton, in Peachland, everywhere surrounding Summerland, who has been making food. Been opening their businesses, their home to all of the evacuees and their family, because it's not only like if there was only you and me. I mean, it's you can manage that, but with the kids around, and I mean, it's been a heck of a week. I'll tell you one thing, but thank you everyone who are putting everything on the line to help others. It means a lot to us, and here we are. We flee our home. We fled our home, and our Mira's parents were in Mira's family were kind and as beautiful people as they are to open their house to us. And here we are. We're in Victoria, and you know what I love the most when I go to my in-laws. First and foremost, they're just incredible people. They love their grandchildren. They love us. But there's also another thing. They have a stash of Gabriel glass.
Oh, that's true.
They have a stash of Gabriel
glass. Their glasses as much as we do.
And I'm like, I got my hand on the gold one.
Oh, that's a gold. We broke our gold ones pretty fast.
I don't think they last more than 2 months.
Yeah.
But
We love
yeah,
our glass
so
shapes.
God bless my in-laws first
Yeah.
and foremost. Now we're here, we're safe. So thank you everyone who reached out to us
Truly.
from across the country. We got phone calls from Nova Scotia, all of our friends in Ontario, everywhere here in BC. So thank you, thank you. It means a lot. And yeah,
Let's do a quick recap in case you didn't know what happened in Summerland, BC. Over 20,000 people, the entire town and surroundings were evacuated in the middle of the night on Friday night. The middle of the night was probably the craziest part of it because
I'll never forget that part.
You know, it's a little bit more apocalyptic than if you've been watching this all day and you kind of vacate around mid-afternoon, you can go for dinner or something. It was like you wake up in the middle of the night not expecting this, and there's ashes falling, there's no power, there's no water, there's smoke everywhere,
the red and the orange glare in the horizon.
This was Friday night. It started around 4:30 with a small little plume.
5:30.
4:30 now, and this here is probably around 8 p.m., right?
No, earlier than that. That's before we go pick.
7.
Yeah, let's say 7.
So it's growing, but we see the water bowl. One of our kids is out on the lake with a bunch of other kids and parents, and they're boating, and they have to get off the lake pronto because all the water bombers are landing, and they're like, "Get off the lake! Get off the lake!"
Flashing the lights.
Carl zips out to get them. It's usually a 10-minute drive. It turns into like an hour and a half drive because the
chaos in town was like, it's crazy. You can't even describe it. People are shouting at each other, throwing water. Like someone threw a water bottle at someone else at the gas station.
Gas, because they realize we're going to have to drive. We don't know how long we're going to have to drive for.
Also, all of the heavy duty vehicles were
farming
equipment, like tractors and graders. Everything was coming out of everywhere. Like,
so you got to know, there's a lot of vineyards, there's a lot of farms, a lot of animals, and they have to be moved out. And so as soon as this started to happen, the farmers, it's probably not their first rodeo, and they're like, we got to get the horses out. We got 2 trailers for 30 horses. We got to get the sheep out. We got to get the, all the expensive equipment that we can get out, because once it actually becomes an evacuation order, you don't have time to do that. It's literally like, grab your bag and go. You got 5 minutes, right?
And later on, if the state of emergency is called, government has the right to come and take
possession of everything. And you can't get in there, right? So that's currently what's been happening.
So that's me and I going for a walk around our block at 7:30 or so, just before I went to pick up the boys. So we're just walking around it was just incredible. The way, how fast everything happened.
Yeah, on one side it was still really peaceful and nice, blue skies, and on the other side it was like, boom, apocalypse. This was around 11 p.m.
Just before that, yeah.
We're sitting on our deck and we're like, should we go to bed? Should we wait and see what happens? We're like, hey, it's like 15 kilometers away from us. It would have to move really fast.
And we hadn't got the evacuation alert yet.
So normally you get an alert with wildfires. And when we were in West Kelowna in 2021, we were like 2 kilometers away from a fire there. And they were like, wait till you get the alert. And then we were on alert for like a week and a half and never got an order, even though it was a couple kilometers away. Yeah. So we're thinking, there'll be an alert first for a couple days, and then they're going to maybe put us on order. But I mean, we're far away from the mountains, so we didn't think it would affect us at all. So we go to bed. We go to bed around midnight.
Yeah,
11, there it is off our deck. You can
just before we went to bed. And I told the boys, hey, boys, get a bag. Just go put the bag together, whatever you'd like to take, just in case if we have to leave in the middle of the night.
Our teenagers, I texted all my friends. None of them think it's going to happen. We're not packing any bags.
We'll be just fine. Yeah.
I'll do it later.
Do it later, yeah. And the problem is, if you didn't have if you haven't done anything before, there's no power at night. So
And it's very dark with no power, and there's smoke pouring into your house that's super nauseous.
Yeah.
Like it makes you. This isn't like, someone's having a barbecue outside. This is like I can barely breathe. It's like thick and
it's
heavy.
snowing ashes.
Snowing ashes. I'm scared. You might, not
So
good.
that's from downtown.
Yep.
Downtown Summerland, like keep that in mind. It's not downtown Calgary or no, that's downtown Summerland.
And
Our little
so you can
pharmacy.
see, I mean, that's the that's the literal downtown. So it doesn't take too much longer after that to have it reach downtown. And here it is reaching into the town just a couple hours later.
Yeah.
So there it is from across the lake in Naramata.
Yeah, listen to Richard De Silva and all of our friends in Naramata. That was their view at
So
11 o'clock.
you can see at this point it's crested the mountains there, and it's coming down into the town.
Yeah.
So that's why they evacuated 20,000 people like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
They were worried about that.
And when Falder burned down, they helicoptered everyone from Falder to Summerland.
So they didn't have time to do an evacuation order. They're literally going door to door and with helicopters with loudspeakers saying, anybody down there, we're going to airlift you out. So they helicoptered 55 people in the first couple hours of the fire.
At the Summerland Arena. These poor guys got helicoptered in. They give them a coffee at the Summerland Arena, and an hour later,
they're like, this town's being evacuated.
so everyone in the Summerland Arena dropped down to the 5010 Arena. And yeah, wow.
You can see here, this is just the morning after. Like these are some of the first homes that people saw were gone, but it's now 5 days in. The fire's still going strong. So we don't know. We don't know much at all because as long as the fire remains out of control, authorities have a really hard time saying, here's our timeline, right? And they're not going to focus their efforts on figuring out which homes are burnt and announcing that. They're going to focus their efforts on
saving the home who are not burned yet
and dousing containing the fire.
And try to drive the fire out of the way.
So what we did is we got in the car, we got some gas.
I did the gas the night before.
Yeah, we've topped up our son's car too. We had 2 cars, and we just started driving to Victoria. And on the way there were fires too. So we just tried to stay as close together so that if something falls on the road.
That's fun teaching your 17-year-old son the code. Like you dim your light twice if you need, because you follow me. So if you need to pull over,
there's no signal, right?
Yeah.
So there's no phones or anything.
So
yeah, do you mind just plugging that in? So basically we get to Vancouver and the skies are blue, we get on the ferry. I have family in Victoria, so we figured that's probably the safest place in the province is the Vancouver Islands. So that's where we went. Thankfully we were able to, but many of our friends, they didn't have anywhere to go, so they're at the evacuation centers for a couple days. Instantly the motels in the area get booked up for like 2 weeks, so there's nowhere to go that way. Many people opened up their homes. Opened up their homes, and they were so generous. And it was kind of like COVID. Like everyone's like, how long is this going to last? Like 24 hours, 48 hours? Well, we're 5 days in, and it's looking like at least another week or 2 of evacuation. So, and then of course, if your house was affected, I can see them here, the helicopter rescues they did. And what was scary and heartbreaking is there were people left behind in those areas that they could no longer send helicopters into. So sadly, a fatality happened that night, and for someone that was trying to escape but couldn't. And we don't know yet. There may be more. So it's really sad.
So ask me how the media works. I can tell you that they all share the same database.
So Carl's on the media database as some guy in Summerland that speaks French.
I got a request for interview for literally every single media outlet out east. How many did we do?
At least
15, at least.
Let's say 13, because that's my lucky
Yeah,
number.
that's more. Yeah.
It was just constant.
Yeah.
People were like, "Can we have 2 minutes? Can we have 5 minutes?" And
so we spent the last 2 days doing interviews out east.
And you're thinking, you know what? is maybe the one thing I can do right now to help. So at least get the story out so people know what's going on. But yeah, heartbreaking for the people that have lost their homes. And then what's very challenging that you don't realize about these situations, you're displaced. And not only are you displaced, you don't know what's next. Is it going to be 2 more days? It's going to be 2 more weeks? Is it, all the businesses in this region are either closed and can't get to their business at all, or if they were relying on tourism, well, the tourism is gone now. Like the wineries and their tasting rooms are probably having a very hard time right now because
no, I was talking with Richard.
are closed.
I was talking with Richard yesterday, and Richard sort of saying like, I mean, it's ghost town. They're smoking at the like it's raining ashes, it's snowing ashes right now. And
today there was a clear sky, which is actually bad for wildfires because the winds pick up and the heat picks up.
Yeah.
And that's not good. So we're really needing lots of prayers and thoughts for these firefighters. You can see just some of the homes. And what's crazy is we know a lot of these people. It's a really small town.
Yeah.
We've been to some of these homes. Our kids have been there, sleepovers and stuff, and now they're gone. This is the ash off the lake this morning.
At the Penticton Beach. So yeah.
Now businesses have been phenomenal about this. So here we are in Victoria, and as soon as the golf course found out that our kids and us were evacuated, they're like, you're not paying for anything more. They fed them. They fed our kids.
Our kids played 27 holes of golf yesterday at the Cordova Bay course.
The Ridge.
At the Ridge for $0. They didn't want us to pay. They fed them all day. It was incredible. So a heartfelt thank you to people who just
so many stories like that of incredible generosity and kindness, and we truly appreciate it. This is just someone's so the power was out for the first 2 or 3 days. It's still out at our house, but for some people the power got turned back on. And this is just someone reviewing their door camera footage and finding out that the fire spared their house, but it was like right up against the side of the house.
Yeah.
This is just someone highlighting how blue skies is actually not a good thing today. And yeah, there you have it. That's our quick little update from the wildfires. Oh, Susan, you ordered nostalgia. That is amazing. That is awesome.
I got our friend Rob who's commenting here. So Rob, hi, great to hear from you, my friend. Hope you guys have a kind of a air to breathe. Hopefully, I'm not sure how it is down in Caledon, but we thought of you guys.
Clearing up today, so at least you had some breathing room. But
hopefully that you guys are okay. And hi, Karen. Great to hear from you, my friend. This Karen's husband called us a couple days ago. I didn't even have time to call him back. So a big apologize if I haven't replied to either your email, your text, your messenger, your voicemail. But yeah, it's been a heck of the last 72
it's been
or
5 days.
5 days.
I feel like it's been a freaking eternity, but yeah. Because one of the things you don't realize, and I mean, we have it better than a lot of people.
By the way, I just wanted to say, like, you haven't changed in 3 days. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
I realize all
so you don't think about it. So you leave, they say, pack your bag, maybe something will happen tonight. So you don't take it that seriously. You're like, yeah, right. But okay, just in case we did. And I'm glad we did because like we said, in the middle of the night, it's smoky, dark, no power, and there's smoke coming into your house, and you got to get it. Like literally, it was just a couple minutes. We were debating, do we have time to go to all the neighbors and honk and knock because they might not know this is happening, but do we have time before the fire gets here?
Yeah, exactly. No, so, we did. But
so I'm glad we did that. Nobody came out, so hopefully they were all gone. But yeah, it was the kind of thing. It's like, well, I would forever regret if I left and one of my neighbors didn't make it out or something. So yeah, so oh, Rob says in Caledon they were able to get back out into the vineyards today. Things are looking okay. Looks like there's not as much ash on the grapes. Phew.
That is a great news. Oh my God. Because just that's what I was mentioning in my interviews out east. People were asking about the vineyards and all that. And let's remember, it's Verizon period right now when the grapes are turning from green to red or blue. And that's the period where they're the most susceptible to smoke taint. Now, it's not because you're in the Okanagan Valley that you're going to be smoke affected, because just like Rob, if you're 45 minutes away, it doesn't affect you, especially if there's no ash falling onto the grapes. But I'll tell you one thing, like if you were in the Summerland, it would be, I don't want to be pessimistic here and playing the bitch, but I mean, it's, how can you even imagine to have a wine not smoke affected if you're in Summerland? It's just terrible because after
It all
2024,
very much depends, right? So it all very much depends exactly what stage the grapes were in. I mean,
yeah,
there's a Pinot Noir vineyard right next door to our house now.
yeah.
And it
So,
was in Veraison, but it wasn't at the stage where a lot had turned.
yeah.
So we don't know. We don't know what that looks like. There's
Garnet Valley's been burned down pretty bad, so um, our prayer goes to Kristen Coletta and the group at Garnet Valley Ranch and
Haywire.
Haywire. Their team got relocated down in Osoyoos.
And our understanding is that there was damage there for the structures, possibly the vineyards. So that's really sad. And yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking to see. I'm of the opinion that it's like, well, it's just stuff, right? So I just really hope that there's not much more fatalities, but it's also so distressing, I think, when that much of your life that you depend on just suddenly goes away. So
Well, we're lucky. We brought the nostalgia wine with us. We brought the
yes.
Trail Estate wine with us. So if things extend, we have the next feature to taste. There's already the 95 points on the Trail Estate next feature, which is one of the very highest rated wine. By the way, I saw a post from Daryl tonight. Daryl is cracking open a Syndicate 2019. I don't know if you remember, and I've been saying for a long time that might be the best wine that Rob Amersley had ever made.
Ooh.
The Syndicate 2019. So, Daryl, you're cracking open a freaking amazing wine. I'm so glad that you have that open. Yeah. And Scott, thank you for joining us. What do you have in your glass tonight? Susan, what's in your glass tonight? And thank you for ordering Nostalgia. I mean, I would say if I have to declare my gem of the year, it has to be Nostalgia. Jeez, that I did not thought that these wines were that good. Oh my lord, I have such a blast. Like the Malbecs, the Cab Sauv, obviously the Syrahs, which have won platinum. The 2020 is just won gold with the 2022.
And I think an important thing to mention about nostalgia is these are the cream of the crop. I think that's why everything we tasted is so good. These are all their wine club only wines.
Yeah.
So some of these are like 40 cases made, and that's why this week is very special. I don't know how much longer they'll extend that access to us, maybe another day or two because of the wildfire. It was supposed to be done last Sunday or Monday. So if you haven't checked out the Nostalgia wines, we have them linked up in this post.
Yeah, there's a Malbec Petit Verdot, 50-50 split.
Incredible.
Incredible. Yeah. This one was 40 cases made, like stuff like that. So and if you like big buttery Chardonnay, 50% new French oak, the 22 Chard. Just like I started my tasting note with this is a throwback Chardonnay. Yeah, throwback Chardonnay, just a little bit more like the early 2000 or like something more bold and oaky and buttery. And so, yeah. So
Karen's got the Black Market Estate
Bacchus, yeah.
We were with members. I will have to show the pictures next time, but we were with members just this last weekend.
I feel like it was 3 months ago.
Not this one. We were evacuated from the fire, but right before that, with a group of 8 incredible members, and we went to Black Market on Sunday last weekend and tasted that Bacchus you've got open, Karen. And we actually did a blending seminar with Rob at Black Market,
which is always fun.
And blended our own Secret Society white, which was really cool.
So much fun.
That's the kind of thing we get up to when we go on these member expeditions. We're calling them signature experiences of a region. And we actually have one in Summerland and OK Falls for the Burgundian wine lovers, because those two regions are just killing it with Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. And golf too that weekend, September 18th to 20th.
Yep.
Now, do you think that those communities will be reopened by September 18th to 20th? My guess is yes. And they will be really happy to see a crew of 12 Carl's Wine Club members roaming around the wineries and playing golf together.
I would say so.
I would say so, but we will keep you posted.
Daryl wants a Prince Edward County version 2.
I agree, Daryl.
Oh, James. Hi, James. Thanks for tuning in. I tried to give you a call this afternoon. Well, this morning. I don't know. Sometimes in the last 8 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for your text.
Yeah, it's very kind words you guys sent our way, and it really means a lot. It does.
I know there were some shipping issues with Collab, and Daryl got his wine shipped to the wrong address, and not that it's Collab's fault or anything, but like Daryl, I like to quote Daryl about the Ontario shipping industry reset the bar once again, or like stuff like that. I really love the way you relower the bar or whatever.
But the good news is, I think those wines are
so worth
intact
it.
And worth the wait. Worth the wait for
shit,
sure.
Yes, absolutely.
This one?
Oh, there's an alarm. An alarm.
That's the other thing. Like, you don't realize how traumatic these wildfire evacuation emergency type of things are. Ooh, Gamay Noir from Hillside. Miriam, we love that Gamay Noir.
Hillside, yeah, that's probably the best in the Okanagan. That's for I don't even think it's close. It's the best Gamay from the Okanagan. Absolutely world class. Thanks for tuning in, Miriam. It's great to hear you. She's going to be one of our members, and I'm going to be doing a tasting at her house in September, because I'm going to be on the road for many days.
It might work out really well. Maybe we'll come with you.
Yeah.
Because if the town we live in doesn't reopen, he was planning to be in Ontario and Quebec for most of September doing tastings, private tastings with members. And a few events.
Oh, James, you have a big dog here. The King Ramson Meritage from Noble Ridge. Oh, guys, I have a fun story for you. After that story, we need to start talking.
So before you do, I want to say, though, look at what Scott just said here. He can't come down to golf with us and taste wines because, look, they're expecting their first grandbaby in September. Congratulations,
Scott and Dana. That is so exciting. So exciting.
Wow. We will at least want to see pictures.
Yeah. Or you know what? Might swing by your place to go celebrate with you and bring a bottle of
Carl and Mira become nomads.
Yeah.
Because they were displaced due to wildfires. Yeah. Hey, I'm all for it. If our insurance is like, yeah, sure, go travel the country, we'll pay for it.
So fun story. I was hosting Donald Patz, which is the former owner of Patz and Hall. Patz and Hall is an iconic producer in Sonoma for Pinot Noir and Chardonnay in the 90s and early 2000s. Donald was the Man of the Year from Wine Spectator a couple of times. He was one of the first to start working with single vineyard Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. So long story short, Donald is Canadian by family association. I think his dad was born in the Okanagan or nearby. He really wanted to come and reconnect with his roots. I'm sick and tired of the bullshit of politics in my country. I would like to taste all of the best Pinot Noir and Chardonnay from the Okanagan. Can I come and visit? So I had 2 full days of touring, organizing with Donald. Tuesday today and Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
So I know, whatever. I got an email this morning from Benoit Gauthier, general manager, winemaker at Noble Ridge. That's why he said, Carl, just for shits and giggles, is Donald is still coming visiting today? I kind of suspect that everything is off the table. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to email you to let you know that no, the trip was canceled on Sunday night, and no, he's not coming. But yeah, Noble Rich contacted him. He's like, should we expect him today?
Sorry.
But that's funny because
Hopefully he'll come right back, like September.
our first day was all Summerland.
Yeah,
we were meeting with Alison Moyes at Silvero. We were meeting with Lining Rock. We were meeting. Oh my God, yeah.
Anyway,
So
yeah, but we hope he comes back.
Yeah, because meeting people like that, it's just like it's priceless. There's so much.
You know, someone who redefines
the wine industry, right?
Experience wine, you know, like we're all geeking out on all these single vineyard wines. I mean, Donald was one of the guys 40 years ago that said this is what we should focus on in North America, and we did.
So yeah, little recap. Should we do a recap of nostalgia? We already did.
Yeah,
should we just focus on Troy? Do we do a quick little recap?
Nostalgia.
We had a lot of fun at Nostalgia last Wednesday. If you guys listen, Gina, the owner, winemaker, Gina Hartman Fernandez. She's a lot of fun. We had, and I can't believe her story. I can't believe she used to live in Vegas, like airbrushing Harley Davidson. Like it's so cool. Anyway, and that I mentioned it earlier. It has to be my biggest surprise of the vineyard of the year. Holy smokes, these wines are spectacular. And I didn't realize how many awards they won at the another alarm at the National Wine Align. I think 2 years ago they finished in the top 10 small wineries, and yeah, a couple platinum, lots of gold medals. And when I was, because I like to score my wine before I look for awards. And
yeah, usually he does it blind, so he knows nothing.
So I knows nothing, and after that, I'm like, oh, here you go. I give 94 points. That's why this wine won platinum. So I'm not the only one. Perfect. So I give all my points. I'm like, Mira, am I on crack or what? All of these wines are 92, 93, 94. Sorry. And like that, we start researching, and I saw all of these crazy awards that they receive over the year. And even this year, like the wine line this year just got released, and the 22s have won a bunch of awards as well. So great, what an incredible selection. So that Malbec Petit Verdot goes on my top 10 wine of the year for sure. This is so good, so big, but not overly big. I mean, like that
Oh, it's definitely balanced.
tightness of Petit Verdot, but that softness of Malbec. Like, there's so much going on in that wine. And there are two Syrahs. I mean, the 2020 Syrah and the 2022. Both have, I scored them both the same scores. But I believe right now the 2020 is in this perfect spot.
Yeah.
It's absolutely in its prime window, shining at its greatest right now. But the 22, which is a tighter vintage, has more aging potential than the 2020. And I think long term, I think that the 22 will outdo the 2020. Yeah.
That often happens when it's a slightly cooler vintage, right? And in time it actually becomes even better than the
so yeah, and I talked at the beginning also the Chardonnay. I mean, the throwback Chardonnay, oaky, juicy. I just love that a lot. I give it a 92 points.
I love it too.
It smells like popcorn.
I love the butter. I love the butter. I mean, Daryl knows and Dana, Scott, you guys were all in Europe and Burgundy with us. I mean, that European butter. We went to a French cafe today, and they did the whipping cream on my Café Viennoise, like real European whipping cream. I don't know what the heck they did or if they imported it, but the whipping cream, the butter, so good. And it reminds me of this Chardonnay. I mean,
yeah. So yeah, that's from Nostalgia. I mean, you can take a look. Mira, can you put the Really, yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
The link for nostalgia here in the chat.
And I'm gonna put so this is all the tasting notes, and you can order if you haven't. And they're doing great. I do believe this is going out temperature controlled and completely avoiding the part of the
Summerland route.
Okanagan that is being affected right now by the fires and the roads in that area. So it won't impact your shipment. I hope. I hope.
Yeah, and so that's for nostalgia. If you're curious and you like big and bold, rich South Okanagan wine, darn it, like, you go ahead. This is a lot of fun. Now, on the other hand, I'm getting ready to do Trail Estate. Let me
Prince
reach.
Edward County. All right. So some of you guys were here with us when we went on our first membership earlier this year to Prince Edward County. We stopped at Trail. And what we discovered at Trail is they make some great wines, but they're really phenomenal wines. Are just like with nostalgia. They're not ones that you're just gonna find on a shelf somewhere.
I
Okay.
need to show you something.
Even if you go to the winery, they might not tell you about these wines because they're in such tiny.
This is a big production here. 130 cases. Okay. 100. This is the pre-release, by the way, the 2024 Chardonnay, the pre-release. The current vintage, the 2023 Chardonnay, County Chardonnay, just won gold at the Decanter Wine Award, and I give it a 94 points. The one that absolutely got us on our ass, absolutely, like, what the fuck am I like? It is so good. 2017. So this is their older label. 2017 Foxcroft Vineyard. So what, a 20-mile bench from the Foxcroft Vineyard fruit, made in Prince Edward County at Trail. I give it a 95 points. This is one of the very best wine that I've tasted all year. 2017 vintage. Obviously, don't start ordering a case of 12 of that. I think that's the amount. We may have 24 bottle of it available. Okay, maybe 36 bottles available. But this wine, it is so good. 95 point. 2017 Foxcroft Vineyard, made in Prince Edward County. And we have both 17 estates, so Prince Edward County fruits, and 17 Foxcroft. I have to say, the 17 Prince Edward County has more life ahead of them than the Foxcroft. To my opinion, Foxcroft at 9-year-old right now has hit his top. Okay, you guys order this wine, drink it in the next year or two. The 2017 county has at least 5 more years. It is really cool, really, really cool. But what I wanted to show you here, I'm not sure that you'll be able to see it on the screen.
What, 40 cases?
10 cases. 10 cases
Oh.
made. So we have the 2023 Chardonnay du Nord, so the North Block, alongside the South Block. Okay, there's 10 cases made for the South Block, and the North Block has. Wait a minute. I'm getting old. Yeah, 10 cases as well. 10 cases each. I don't know how they do that. No fucking idea. I think it's hilarious. 10 cases for each block on the 2023. And I'm starting to see that 2023 from Ontario might be even better vintage than the 19 for Chardonnay. Their Chardonnay from the 23 in Ontario is just freaking incredible.
Someone's got a really interesting question about heartburn.
Heartburn.
Yeah, someone says, new to wine, but I get heartburn when I drink wine. So here's my response, okay?
Might be celiac.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Carl's celiac. And we just recently discovered, so obviously talk to your doctor. But this is my take on this, okay? Most premium producers will tell you the residual sugar and the TA, which is I think like tartaric acid or something. Now, Canadian wines generally do not add tartaric acid to their wines because it is cool enough up here that we preserve that natural acidity. If you go to California, they're going to add like a ton of fake tartaric acid, like a powder, to all their wines just to get the acid up. Otherwise, the wine can get flabby, right? So what I'm suggesting, if you get heartburn when you drink wine, you drink some Canadian wine, try some Canadian wine that TA is not that high. Like maybe you want to keep the TA under 7 grams per liter.
I'm way too messed up in my head right now to follow that conversation.
And well, super geeky and interesting. Daryl,
I know. I lost
chemistry. And then I'm going to suggest a lower alcohol wine, a wine with lower TA from a warmer vintage in the Okanagan or Niagara. That's what I'm suggesting.
Okay, 2020. Now,
this poor guy might not be in Canada, and I say poor you because Canadian wines, the really good ones, are usually not available outside of Canada. But maybe it is worth a wine trip to Canada so you can find out. That's what I suggest.
There you go. You have north. I have no.
Oh, so Rob, that's an interesting point. If you're getting heartburn after wine, it might not be the acidity, more likely a reaction to tannins. So maybe you want to try like a Gamay or a wine that has like lower tannins, or like maybe a rosé with Grenache and Pinot Noir, a Cinsault rosé, something like that.
Okay, here you go. Maybe also avoid orange wine because there's a very long skin contact.
Yeah, orange wine can be quite hard on people's stomachs. Okay, so Daryl's been telling us about the 2023 Chardonnay. I keep buying it while it's available. This is about Sempre Mio. This is from Collab. No, 23 Chardonnay from Trail.
This?
What's Daryl talking about? The 23 Chardonnay. I keep buying it while it's available. Is that Trail?
Oh, everything 23. Daryl's.
In general, the 23 Niagara Chardonnay. Okay.
Because at the very beginning, like we talked about, we tasted last year the Black Bank Hill 23. It was one of the highlight all-star of the tasting. And since then, Darren and I are going back and forth about like how many freaking amazing 23 shards from Ontario we're tasting. And it's the same with Prince Edward County. Now you have
delicious
south.
Is what I have.
You have south. Chardonnay. I have north.
That's exciting.
Okay, I love that smile. It makes me giggle. So these bottles have been open for 10 days.
Wow.
10 days.
Can't tell one bit.
Okay, so these are the 23. Now we have here the 21s of the north and the south as well. The 21 has a wax, and I'm thinking,
yes, it has a wax.
Yeah, this one is a huge production. I just told you, right? Huge. The north and south 23 have 10 cases made. This is 22 cases made.
Oh my God.
22. That's the north with the wax. Tiny. I love the wax. Keep picturing Twyla de Silva in Burgundy watching that machine, automatic dipping, 12 at the time in the wax. And I can imagine Twyla in her little bucket of red wax dipping the Nobritza one by one.
Well, most Canadian wineries.
Or Rob doing it with
the syndicate.
Yeah. This one is a huge one. 32 cases made for the South. Massive.
So as context, 32 cases literally means 1 barrel. Yeah. 10 cases means a third of a barrel.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how they ferment it.
Well, and I'm gonna ask Mackenzie Brisbois when she come in, the winemaker.
You know what? I think that when we were at Trail, we asked this. How did they do that? And they basically said, well, we had multiple barrels of it, but they were blended into other wines, and then they kept back 10 bottles or 10 cases. So it was fermented in a full barrel, but then they separated it.
Jeff, Stacy, here you go. Grange 2023. I mean, I remember that wine. The wine that you're tasting, you're having now, it was my very top rated wine of the whole Prince Edward County trip that we did in May. That was my very top wine that we tasted. And God knows, by the way, I had an amazing conversation with Keith Dyers this morning. He called me, and as
Clausen Chase in Prince Edward County.
It was just Keith, right? Just the most genuine, generous, kind person, and just touching base, making sure that everything is okay. But yeah, back in May, we tasted some 2015 Churchside, 2017 Churchside, like some incredible wine from Church and State.
From Clausen
Church and State.
In Prince Edward County.
In Prince Edward County. My point was that the 2023 Grange Chardonnay was my very top wine of that trip. That's my point. So maybe I should just stop talking. I don't make a whole lot of sense.
No, you're making sense. Just a little typo here and there.
Vocal typos.
Vocal typos.
Verbal typos. Okay. When we cut Pinots, do we need to, or because I haven't tasted any of their Pinots yet.
Okay, let's do one real fast, and then you know what happened? We're in Victoria. I found a Chinese restaurant that has a separate kitchen in their restaurant that's celiac safe. So they have a separate fryer, they have a separate prep area, and everything. This guy's newly celiac, right? So he hasn't had Chinese food since this happened. You haven't had Chinese food in a long time. Oh, we definitely need a nap, Mike. We do. Yeah. I stay up all night in the evenings to post all my receipts to the insurance company because this has not been a fun 5 days and not a cheap 5 days either. Yeah. So
65 cases made here. What is this? 2023.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, but this is my favorite part. This is how you know they're geeks, okay? That the wine is probably going to be really good.
Oh, this is now. Okay.
They handwrite on the bottle the alcohol percentage, clone 667 and 115, 65 cases produced.
Well, I have the best one here. The best one here. I wish you guys can see that. Can you see that?
Yeah, but it's backwards. Like the devil.
8 cases made. 8 cases made. Okay. 8 cases made. The 115. This is single clone, single block. 8 cases made from the clone 115 of the Nord block.
Of the North block. I mean, you can't get more nerdy than that. Okay, but we now need a wine glass, and your spit bucket is full.
Can you imagine how bad things are right now? Yeah, come on. Chug. Just chug a glass of Chardonnay. Oh, freaking hot.
It was delicious. It was very good.
Yeah.
Lengthy finish.
Okay. County 115.
Salty on your lips after that.
Okay. Okay. 115 Nord block. Yeah, you go to first. That was a Jeff Lomano noise.
Jeff said the other day he was mixing sounds that were more appropriate for the bed than the dinner table. But I did like Daryl's response, which was, do you mean say yawning?
No, are you snoring?
Are you snoring? No. That is a very nice nose.
Yeah, is it?
Okay. I taste it much faster than Carl, so let's try. Yeah. Oh, the cherries.
But the tobacco.
Yes, some tobacco.
Oh. 2023 North Block Clone 115. I'm saying, okay.
And
where's Shea Code?
Chocolate.
Where's Shea Code? Shea Code, I need a bottle of your 115 clone. I want to compare that.
Yes.
Oh, the length.
Is in Okanagan Falls, and he planted 4 clones of Pinot Noir, and you can taste them separately.
Ancestral 777, 115, Palmar.
And this one is one of his clones,
Yeah.
115. So
Oh, the length. Fuck yeah.
put the lid back on. Maybe he can overnight us 115.
Hey, yes, boss. Put the lid back on, Carl.
That'd be a fun research experiment, you know.
Before we do that, let's put a little bit more in it.
A little bit more. Yeah. Good.
So that's Trail Estate for you guys. Oh, and there's also a Cap Franc from Grimsby Hillside.
Grimsby Hillside.
So they source some Franc in the from Grimsby Hillside.
This is important to note if you didn't know yet.
And
August 27th, we are meeting 7 different wineries and winemakers on Zoom with members. This is a Thursday, Tasting Thursday, and the Collab group winemakers will be there. You can pre-order the wines if you want. You can order the wines after.
By the way, if you like the wine from Collab that you already order, you can order more. We haven't closed the link.
No,
right?
And it'll be open till right after that Zoom. The reason I mention it is because there are so many different examples of wines from Grimsby Hillside Vineyard, and now you can also get a Trail Estate wine. So it's also from that same vineyard, but it is made in Prince Edward County.
Another one from Grimsby Hillside.
Oh, a Riesling.
Kim Contact Riesling.
Oh,
from the block 4660. So single block. Oh, so look at that. Look at that.
If you're not aware, it's got sediment. If you're not aware, Grimsby Hillside Vineyard is one of those like Grand Cru sites of Canada, I would say, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right up there with like Wismer Park Vineyards. Ooh,
there you go.
Open the same one as us.
There's only 8 cases of that made.
Don't
save that.
Don't open all of them in the whole country. Yes, you can actually. You should. That's fantastic. Okay, so you've got the same one open. So what do you think on first sniff? I love the nose.
Yeah, it's very Pinot-y. Is it the 2023, Jeff? Let me know because.
So who was the guy that was worried about heartburn earlier? I think he's left. This is an example of a wine you want if you're worried about heartburn. Where's the bottle? The Pinot Noir, which has like less tannins. So Rob's saying like sometimes the tannins can be the issue. 8 cases produced. That's ridiculous. 12% alcohol. It's from a winery that is big on natural wine, so it's going to have less sulfur. It's unfined and unfiltered. It's wild ferment. Yes, they have the 23 open. Oh my god! I love the finish.
And this is a Pinot with saltiness. I love that.
Really?
Wow,
nice.
This is fucking awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about Trail Estate, when we were there, they had and when they participated in the Pan Canadian about a year and a half ago, or a couple of year ago, they sent their winemaker Mackenzie Brisbaugh, who is amazing. Well, guess what? She is going to be transitioning to a new career at the end of the summer, I think. And when we're featuring them, we get to meet with Mackenzie
and the new protege
and the new winemaker on the same Zoom call. I think that's our next Tasting Thursday in September, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we're gonna launch these wines here, like I don't know, in the next couple of days.
Jeff. Like, what a great assessment. It's very Pinot Noir-y. Like, look at even that color. Like, it reminds me just of this.
Yeah. Pinot-y, though. It's not Pinot Noir-y. It's Pinot-y.
Well, what's the difference there?
I'm just...
Semantics. Semantics.
If you but Rob has to say
issues with white wines, which typically have more acidity, then it's most likely a reaction to the tannins in red wine. Choose reds with lighter tannic profiles like Pinot and Gamay.
Jesus Christ, Rob, you sound like my my W said book.
Like no, he's very proper, like almost like chat.
I know, no,
but much better than
much better. Thank you, Rob,
for a wealth of knowledge as always.
Rob, I mean, from now on, every Wednesday, 5 to 6, you're on. Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much for doing that.
As Carl says, Rob, we are the researchists.
Yeah. I'm just here to entertain people. So, as you know, I did like 17 freaking interviews, and they keep calling.
Yeah. They were like, we saw you did the interview. You speak French. You were evacuated from the fires, and you're kind of fun to listen to. So can you do another interview?
Yeah. So Oh fuck, I love that. But I'm going back to Chardonnay here
Okay.
in
Well, we
the
gotta go
Gabriel.
because
Do we?
there is a celiac-friendly Chinese
Oh,
food
yeah.
restaurant. This is your chance, Carl, to eat Chinese food, like probably the only time in the next year. So let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. Love you guys.
Is that a technical term? Yeah, Pinot Noir, I think is. It's right out of the W set thing.
It's a Lebanoism. It's a Lebanoism.
Lebanoism. Yes.
Lebanoism.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I agree. I agree. It's,
Hey.
I mean, we don't want to be snobs here, but I mean,
If you know, you know. Just like that.
seriously, sad. It was so great to see you guys. I can't freaking believe that was only like a week and a half ago that we saw them, and then yeah, and then the whole wildfire feels like it's been a
No,
year
for
and
you
a half.
guys who came to our house, for you guys who came to our house, yeah,
Yeah, look
hopefully.
at this, Lisa. This is what happened right after you guys left. Look at this. Look at this. This, this. This is nostalgia, but look at this. Oh my gosh. This is what happened after you guys left. This started right off our deck. You guys were right here on this deck. Look at this. See? You were right there. You were right there. And then, like a few hours later, boom, we're evacuated. It looks like that at 11 p.m. And then we're out. I mean, by the time we got out, it was like ash falling. It was apocalyptic. It was horrible. So my heart goes out to everybody who was affected by this, you guys, and everybody who reached out to us. We truly appreciate your kind words. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys got out of here before it got to your neck of the woods. They were hanging out in Kelowna for a couple days right when it happened, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a phenomenal evening.
Nostalgia, still time for nostalgia.
Yes.
Don't miss out on these big reds and the Chard and the Rosé.
And there's a Sauv Blanc that, like in the South, I find in the South Okanagan, they do Sauv Blanc really well. And Nostalgia does a great one. They do a great rosé too, a food-friendly kind of rosé. And yeah, so definitely one to try out if you haven't yet. And now is the week because these are the club only releases that you can't normally get.
Half of the wines, half of these wines are not available. So
even their wine club doesn't have access to some of these wines. They're pre-releases or library releases. So
okay.
What's buzzing? Some phones.
Some phones and someone saying, "Hey, are we going for dinner?"
My God, you
guys. So
thank you for everything, everybody. We truly appreciate. Hopefully by next Wine Wednesday, we're back in our house. But that might be optimistic. So yeah, you'll have to just come back and see where we end up.
That's it. That's it. Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everyone across the country. Thank you. Everyone in Summerland who are somewhere displaced. We think of you guys, all of the frontline worker. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And everyone who are making the little gesture on a daily basis to just being kind and supportive and understanding on both people who are and helping. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you all.